Greetings, Patrick here, and welcome to Dollar Theater, the Voters Edition. Yeah, we've been away for a couple of weeks, but we're back. We're back, and you put out four movies that came out last year. That was our theme. Was we went back into the Wayback Machine to last year. It's pretty interesting for me to try to get a grouping of four films from one particular year together, especially for recent releases. They're much more difficult for me to get together. So we did 2024, and the movie that we'll be talking about today is the movie you guys picked out, and that is 2024's Longlegs. Now Longlegs got the X hype, and but got better money than X. It made $126 million, and I got the hype. Also got the X hype. New company called Neon, and and directed by Osgood Perkins, who is Anthony Perkins' son. It stars has an interesting cast as Micah Monroe, who was in It Follows and Watchers. It also featured in more or less just a cameo. Nicolas Cage plays Longlegs, and Alicia Witt's in this film, and Kiernan Shipka play Carrie Ann Camera, and a really nice bit of casting, and I was really happy to see that. And that was Blair Underwood played the lead special agent for the FBI, Agent Carter. So basically, they're investigating a series of murders of families that are, it looks like to be supernatural, where the families have been killing their own families um, during close to their 13th birthday. And it's been going on for a long time. Except that there has been a couple of girls that have escaped this. They get approached by they get invited a letter, supposedly with a strange language, and signed by Longlegs. And once they get this letter, it pretty much basically tells them that they're going to die. And the family that is going to die has to do it within a certain amount of time. Uh, and of course we have Agent Harker, and she is brought in to she is brought in to investigate on a different case, where her and her partner are going to advance on the house because she thinks that she knows where missing girls at, and so she walks up to this house and she tells her partner that, yeah, this is not feeling too good. I'm not feeling this is not this is, we should wait. We need help. Well, he charges ahead and gets himself shot dead for his trouble. And of course, the FBI brings Agent Harker in because they want to know how she knew. How did you know that was going to happen? So they run her through a bunch of basic tests, and they come up with the result that she is pretty much psychic. She knows things that she shouldn't know, and so they incite her to the Longlegs case, and see if she can solve it. Um, and there we go from there. Okay, so this movie got a ton of hype last year. New company Neon. After this movie came out, Osgood Perkins was the cat's meow. Um, but I gotta be real honest with you. I hated this movie. I mean, maybe hates is too strong of a word, but it smacked all over again, just like it does when people were hyped up about Hereditary and all hyped up about X, and then you go watch it, and you sit there and you really look at it and go like, What are they seeing that I'm not? Because I'm not seeing anything here that's different. Um, I thought this movie could have had potential, um, but they gave away the answer within the first 5 minutes. I knew who the I knew what the ending was in the first 5 minutes. They announced it. They in the first 5 minutes, and it's just like, wow, that's just mind blowing to me. No surprises at all, none at all. Not even not even the supposedly big twist. No, not at all. They basically outlined the end of the movie within the first 5 minutes. Um, I mean, technically speaking, there's a lot to talk about for Longlegs. I mean, it's filmed pretty eerily. I'll give it that. It's very muted. It's very cold. Um, and I thought they made a smart play and not having Nicolas Cage on camera for very long. His character was not frightening at all. If they would have had him on for any sort of time, this movie it just would have sank the movie. They just barely had him on just enough to whet your appetite, but his character is just not very interesting. Um, well, I know a lot of people were looking at Micah Monroe, and she played the lead. She played Agent Harker, but she was as good as she was. Her performance was basically one note. There's no emotion in her, not until toward the end of the movie. I thought the performance that really stood out for me was Kiernan Shipka from The Adventures of Sabrina. She played Carrie Ann Camera. She was excellent. She was the best part about this movie by far. She, having her sit at the bar and just talking to Agent Harker, and saying in the same tone of voice, same words, that she could be your best friend or she'd be happy to kill you. That was freaky. She kept the same tone of voice, and it was really eerie. It was like, wow, yeah, okay, you caught my attention with that. Um, but what I was really bummed out about was the fact that because they gave the ending away so soon, I was just really disappointed for Blair Underwood because this is the first time I've seen him in a movie in a feature film in a very long time. He deserves it because he's a fine actor. And my hats off to the casting director for putting him in here, but also but boo for Perkins for making his character so shallow and not giving him that very much to do. And yeah, I maybe he got overloaded with what he was trying to do. I don't know. It's just there just wasn't any warmth or connection at all with anybody. There's no like suspense. There's no build up for me. It was just there, and everybody talked in a monotone voice. Except for Kiernan, and I just didn't get it. I just didn't get the hype. Now it's really funny, and I'm going to review this at a different time. But after I watched Longlegs, I watched Hunter x Hunter. Night and day, kids, night and day. This is top drawer, excellent, suspenseful, a thriller, mystery, multi layers. I mean, a deep story. You could talk about 4 or 5 different stories on this alone. This is everything that you want in a thriller, and it's not even supernatural. But then you go back to Longlegs, and it just lays there. There's nothing there to make it pop, and that's a shame. That's a shame. It had an interesting premise, a little bit of an interesting premise, um, but not enough to save it for me. Um, so, yeah, boo for Longlegs. But yeah, I'll be doing Hunter x Hunter a little bit later down the road. It was interesting. I mean, as far as watching those two back to back, I was very. I'm glad I did watch Longlegs first before I watched Hunter x Hunter. So I had a Hunter. So I had after I watched that, I was all hyped up. I would have been bummed out to watch Hunter x Hunter, been all hyped up, and then got Longlegs, because that would have been really disappointing just to sit there and watch a pedestrian supernatural horror film. I hope that people don't run out there and jump on Neon and try to make it into the next A24. I really think I think a lot of people try to do that. They want to be the next, what's coming next. Um, this was not it for me. I just, yeah. As far as Osgood goes, I was looking at him. He's had seven. He started out as an actor. He started out as an actor just like his father did, and then he has slipped over into becoming a director. Maybe not such a bad idea, but I know that he also has done a episode of Twilight Zone, and recently he did The Monkey, which I heard was not that good either. I heard that was sort of overhyped. The one movie the debut movie that he did that I have heard a lot about, and also stars Kieran Shipka, was The Black Coat's Daughter. That is something I do have, and I will get into it. That is an A24 film, and I heard that it's much better than Longlegs. So I have really high hope for that. Uh, um, because I've heard so many good things about it. All right, well that's it for this edition of Dollar Theater, the Voters Edition. We'll put this up and we'll grab four more movies, and you guys can vote all over again. But let us know what you thought of Longlegs. I mean, I know some people really were liked it. Some people were like, eh. Even a few people were going like, what the hell is that? But what about you? What did you think about it? And should there be another one? Will there be another Longlegs, or should you just leave it alone? Um, Probably what I would do. I'd probably leave it alone. But knowing Hollywood, they're gonna go out there and try to milk it to death. Um, but I would leave it alone. All right. Well, that's it. Like I said, I've said that before. I'll say it one more time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for your support. Wouldn't be here without you. And we'll talk at you. Peace.